Hey everyone, Alex Miller from the Eagle here inside Kyle Field following Texas A&M's weekly press conference. The Aggies getting ready to go to Baton Rouge this weekend to face the LSU Tigers in their regular season finale. We heard from players Antonio Johnson and Jalen Jones, both defensive backs for the Aggie defense, and wide receiver Jalen Preston. Of course, head coach Jimbo Fisher. From the players, some good talk about how they have had some, reinstilled confidence and trust in the fact that Jimbo Fisher has said previously that he's not going anywhere. He's not going to take the LSU job potentially, and that really is encouraging to them. They said that he is staying here to build what he said he's trying to build here at A&M. Defensive backs really talking a lot about Tyreek Chappelle, the freshman cornerback who's had to come on this season and step in as a starter, as a true freshman in place of some veteran guys like Miles Jones and Brian George who are out for the season with injury. So a lot of praise for a young player who's had a lot of playing time as a true freshman. Probably wasn't expected to play as much as he has, but it certainly has gotten better as the season's gone on. They really praised his attention to detail, and Jimbo as well, and also the humility that he's had as a young player. A lot of talk about just young players in general, as the Aggies have had to turn there in a several different ways, whether it's on the offensive line with Bryce Foster, Ruben Fothery, and then at wide receiver last week saw Gilkeith Brown and Moose Muhammad, of course, getting a couple of touchdown catches in place of Damon Demas, who is injured and out for the season, and then the Aggies holding out with Caleb Chapman and Anais Smith last week as well. But Jimbo Fisher did say that they both, Anais Smith and Caleb Chapman, should be good to go this weekend. Jimbo, of course, looking at the game this week, gave a lot of praise to the LSU defense for having a few games strung in a row where they've played pretty well. He mentioned, of course, LSU always having a very talented team. Went down the list of players and naming them one by one, and mentioned how A&M recruited quite a few of those guys back in the day before they made their choice of where they were going to play college ball. And a lot of talk about playing at Tiger Stadium, a place that historically is a tough place for any team to play, and has certainly been a tough place for the Aggies to play as they're going for their first win at Tiger Stadium in over 25 years. Just some talk on how do you play in a place like that that's rambunctious and wild at times, and full of pride and pedigree too. So be sure to check theeagle.com later this week for all of our coverage leading up to this week's game. We'll see you next time.